Stop. Wait. Listen. Wait. Listen. You know how many times they've changed history? You know how many times they've changed history? Do you know how many times they've changed history? In 200 years, in 300 years, if this world is still here spinning, which it probably will be, there still will be a top number one artist. His name will be Michael Jackson. But the way the world is going and the way stuff is turned and information is twisted, Michael Jackson will probably be a white male. Because after you lose touch with the people older than you and your grandparents and their grandparents and so on and so on, you start to lose your heritage, just like we lost our heritage. So hundreds of years from now, Prince might be white. You know, they might whitewash all that. You know, I don't know if they can do LeBron James and Michael Jordan, but there are going to be some people that's still going to be black. That still that they can't change. But it's going to be okay because he's controlled by the elites. As long as he's controlled and under us by the elites, it's okay for him to have this high status. We put him up there. This is our league. We made the NBA. We made the NFL. These are our players. It's just players on a slave plantation. But just think how history can be meshed into making people think this person was white and he made the best music ever. He was the best artist ever. You know, they can do that. And people got the money. And now we're at a time where it's the fastest piece of news that gets out. It doesn't even have to be the true news. It's the fastest. That's the game we're playing now. It ain't the old man game no more. There's very few of us living. There's not that many of us, and we're dying by the second. A real nigga die every 2 minutes, and there's a fake nigga born every 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So we're losing the game. So whatever real shit you got in your body left in your bone, pass it to your son and bred it in him so he can continue to tell his siblings and his daughters and his sons and his cousins and gotta keep this shit alive because after you dead, you gone. I wish I would have had more conversations with my grandpa and my great grandpa. But at that time, my mind wasn't on that. I was a fucking kid. That's the thing about life I don't understand is at a certain time in your life, as a child, you should already be asking questions. And true enough, kids do ask questions, but they just ask questions that they're, that they want, like candy and what's that and that fish and, kids ask. But if you was asking those questions that I knew now that I could ask, oh man, I'll be a fucking mastermind. I would take over the world. If I knew what I knew now at the age of 5 or 6, it will be over. It will be game over. And you know that, and I know that. So install the real shit into your kids. All the real shit. I ain't gonna get into it, but you know what I'm talking about. The real history of us. We didn't come off no fucking boats. We were from here. This is our land. And once we find out who we are and we unite, all the other foreigners have to go. They have to leave. They have to get the fuck off of North America. I'm done fucking talking. If you know, you know.